everybody. Welcome to another match in this year's Pokemon Crystal Cinco Bingo tournament. Today we have Toxic versus Sceptross. This is a match in the losers bracket, which means that whoever loses this one is unfortunately eliminated from the tournament. But it should be a good one here. Let's take a look at this card real quick. We've got Charmeleon, Ivysaur, Wartortle is the middle goal. That's always the most important one, that center one. That looks pretty achievable, because you can pretty easily evolve one of the Kanto starters. It's only a level 16 about Evo. So that's really 6 Pokemon that you might need to find to get access to that one. Am I seeing any day goals? We've got the bug catching contest on here. So they'll probably end up setting Saturday. Yeah, looks like they both set Saturday. So the bug catching contest you can only do on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. So to win that, you'll want one of those days. And let's take a look at what our starters are today. Okay, and the first starter is a Magmar. That's almost certain. Yeah, okay. Toxic doesn't even look at any of the others. Sceptross at least looks at what the others are. Magmar as a starter, yeah, that's just a free goal, plus it can be runnable, so... I don't like the play of not checking the others, though, because there's, like, a world where, like, one of the others is, like, I don't know, a muck or something, and then you can take the muck and get info by giving your rival Magmar, but still... It's a pretty safe play to just take the possibly runnable Magmar there. Let's see what the moveset on this thing is at some point. Yeah, exactly. As mentioned, if one of the starters had been a Kanto starter, that could have been a free center goal, which who knows, maybe it won't show up anywhere else. Yeah, the moveset, from what we've seen, doesn't look amazing on this Magmar. So, looks like they will still be looking for something else to main. I really haven't seen anything as of yet. What happened to Sceptross? Did Sceptross wipe or something? How did he end up back here? Oh, Bulbasaur, so that'll be pretty much free for the, Kanto the middle. You can catch a Bulbasaur and just evolve that. Now an Aerodactyl. Now that can be runnable. Leech Life. Interesting. Oh, and the Magmar crits Solar Beam and the Aerodactyl is dead. We hadn't really seen any very good moves from it yet, so... perhaps that just saves us. Sceptross is catching a Rattata. I'm not sure why. Pidgeotto Eradicate on here and I'm not seeing it? Oh, Pidgeotto Eradicate is on here. Okay, yeah, no, that explains it. I was like, the only reason to catch that would be Pidgeotto Eradicate, but I don't see that. But it is there in the bottom row, so that makes total sense. Evolving Rattata isn't too bad either. But yeah, haven't seen anything main-worthy other than maybe that Aerodactyl, but its moveset wasn't very good from what we saw. Looks like Toxic has also caught Eradicate. I must have not noticed that. Or Rattata, I should say, my mistake. So along the way, we will be attempting to get 5 different fire types or 5 different psychic types. So Magmar is also a fire type towards that. So that'll also help. Vileplume. Toxic decides to pass on that one. Oh, it looks like the Magmar does have Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump, Solar Beam, Fury Swipes. It gets through the Shuckle, at least. Be a 2-shot on this Shuckle. It's learning Spore on level up. Oh, not Fury Swipes, Present. And Fury Cutter, I see. So the Magmar does learn Spore at level 7, which could slightly improve your chances of maining it, because Spore is absolutely broken. 100 accuracy sleep move. As long as you can live one turn or outspeed, you can instantly put your opponent to sleep and just have a chance, very good chance at winning. But the moveset is lacking, to say the least. Toxic not opting to go to Route 46. You can go upwards there to head to Route 46 to check a couple slots for a possible main, but... Okay, so Toxic also repelling. Seems like Toxic may just be committing to this Magmar. Okay, and Sceptross also has gotten to level 7 and learned that the Magmar learns Spore. So with the addition of Spore, we may end up seeing both runners actually just use this Magmar. It'll be interesting to see. Yeah, Toxic gonna use Spore into Solar Beam here. This could work out. It'll just be a bit slow, because Spore Solar Beam is essentially a 3-turn move. Looks like Sceptross is going to be catching this Xatu. Okay, it is a Psychic type, so I would understand catching it. But he has chosen to simply pass on it. After throwing one ball and having it break out. Sceptross filling up horn for experience, I'm guessing. That's some nice money there. A Mew! Okay, that is both a goal, a Psychic type, and possibly mainable, so you catch this 100% of the time. There's Celebi, Mew, or Mewtwo in the same column as Electabuzz, Jynx, Magmar. Essentially, that means that column 4 is essentially free now, because defeat all 4 trainers in National Park is able to be done. Win bug catching contest can be done easily, and the shiny Pokemon, you can catch the level 30 shiny that is normally the red Gyarados, so... Okay, and it looks like Sceptross has caught the Aerodactyl and is going to be trying to use that. I didn't see the full moveset. If I remember correctly, we saw Leech Life and Bubble earlier, and I think I saw it use Psybeam? Toxic is still... Okay, so the Mew has Icy Wind, Spark, Karate Chop. That's not bad, actually. That's pretty good coverage if none of the moves are amazing. It looks like Toxic is gonna try using the Magmar first. Yeah, the Aerodactyl was Psybeam. Sorry about that. I can't see what that last move that we didn't see is. Okay, so the level 9 is a Seadra with Water Gun. That could actually prove to be a problem for Sceptross as well. But Toxic is able to live a Water Gun, and Solar Beam just obliterates that Seadra. Hey! So these fights will be a bit slow for Toxic, especially if he just continues putting things to sleep and then using Solar Beam, but they will at least be safe. Taking 4 turns to KO that unknown, but he got through it. It's okay, Sceptross will see the A again. It'll be back. I hit him on top here on Sceptross' side. Wonder if he'll either KO this. Ooh, it has Dig. Sceptross gonna catch this hit him on top. Maybe consider running it. Who knows? But, yeah. Pupitar will go down to Solar Beam. Sceptross gonna fight Bugcatcher Wade here for the experience, I'd guess. Ooh, paralyzed by Body Slam. Body Slam Snubble is pretty scary, not gonna lie. Toxic switches out to heal up his Magmar. Oh, he does have a Paralyzed Cure Berry, so he is able to heal the paralysis. I imagine... Okay, I was gonna say I imagine it'll, be... I was gonna say I imagine he'll put it to sleep, but he did not put it to sleep, because now it's paralyzed. Alright, this is optimal too, the Mew dying so that the Magmar will get the full experience from this. There is an Ivysaur on Bugcatcher Wade for Sceptross, so... Sceptross can now just skip catching the Bulbasaur and just immediately catch the Ivysaur. And Toxic has wiped, it looks like. I did not see what happened. Did he go for Solar Beam or something and just die? Did he get crit by Body Slam? Dang. Yeah, he went for the accurate Solar Beam. Darn, that's... Okay, I imagine this time it'll be free, because he'll just use Spore turn 1. Is my guess. He used Present and healed him. Oh no, that's so unlucky. That is actually really unlucky. Alright, and using Spore the second time essentially makes the fight free. Now Sceptross will attempt to get through the same. So that's Steel Wing I see on the... Ooh. Seadra also has Aurora Beam. Yeah, this is gonna be rough on Sceptross' side for getting through this fight with the Aerodactyl. Was that TM T-Bolt? Oh, if that TM was Thunderbolt, that is absolutely getting tots to the Magmar. No doubt about it. That improves the Magmar's moveset immensely. Let's see what this egg is. Caterpie. Well, that's kinda useless. So Sceptross is also gonna have to resort to using the Magmar to get through this, at least getting through the Seadra. So that is in fact Thunderbolt, and that is immediately getting taught over Present, I imagine. Looks like Toxic took a second there to think about what move to teach over. I think Present is the correct choice. But you could arguably get rid of Solar Beam as well, since it is similar coverage with Thunderbolt. But it is quite nice to have a 100% accurate move, even if it is 2-turn, to deal with all those rock ground types. You don't want to be stuck using Hydro Pump on every Geodude you see. Oh wow, the unknown has Mirror Coat. Good thing he put it to sleep. TM01, that is Chuck's TM. Hey, the Aerodactyl learned Double Kick. That should help significantly. Double Kick Steel Wing now for the Aerodactyl. That's decent. Sorry, that's probably worth catching because that can be evolved into a Psychic type with a Water Stone, so that could have essentially been one free Psychic type, but Toxic chooses not to catch it. Also a TM for Giga Drain. Honestly, I might teach that over Solar Beam. No real point in having Solar Beam when you can just Giga Drain twice. And now Sceptross is also through Faulkner. Had a bit of a tough time with the Seadra, but after getting through the Seadra is doing a-okay. Oh, and Toxic gets an encounter, and it's a Gengar. Not very often that you actually get an encounter here, because every time you enter a new area, you do have a few tiles of immunity to encounters. As I mentioned, the Magmar is getting taught Giga Drain over Solar Beam. Checking the Caterpie's moveset, because we are looking for a Rock-type move here on something. And yeah, it looks like Sceptross will be running the Aerodactyl. Double Kick, Steel Wing isn't a bad start, and a Learn Headbutt once he gets through Azalea. Just unfortunate that he can't really make use of that Thunderbolt TM very much on it, as much as Toxic's able to. Oh, wow. And Toxic had his accuracy lowered and proceeded to miss a bunch of Thunderbolts and die to Mega Kick. These fights have just not been going well. Sceptross has actually grabbed the Old Rod here. Perhaps gonna attempt to fish something up that is a bit better than his Aerodactyl. Looks like the Rattata is gonna be able to go through. Ooh, a Kadabra. Sceptross may end up running this Kadabra. You can teach Thunderbolt to it, so this Kadabra automatically already has at least Thunderbolt, plus if it has one other good special move, it's doing great. Meanwhile, Caterpie, the hero of the day on Toxic's side. The question is, can it get through the Fearow? Okay, it hits Zap Cannon. Hold on a minute. Hold on a minute. And he hits 3 Zap Cannons in a row and is through the fight with a Caterpie. Wow. Alright, I did not see what happened on Sceptross' side. I was too distracted by the Caterpie winning the fights. Honestly insane. Yep, Caterpie, Metapod main switch, man. We're running a Beautifly today. Oh, the Kadabra had Psychic? Yeah, okay. Suddenly Sceptross has an amazing main. Psychic Thunderbolt Kadabra, that is absolutely amazing. It does hit this trainer. I wonder if that was intentional. Yeah. Thunderbolt Psychic Ember. Oh my god, and then immediately dies to Tauros with extreme speed. Wow. What is going on? Does the Magmar live? The Magmar does live, okay. I don't know why you go for Hydro Pump there. I guess it is technically your most accurate move. No, Fury Cutter probably kills from there. Yeah, Toxic not taking any risks anymore, putting everything to sleep. Oh yeah, and this Kadabra will also be getting Giga Drain, so the Kadabra will have Giga Drain, Ember, Psychic, and Thunderbolt. Like, that's very good. Very, very good. Stab Psychic will do a lot of work. But yes, it is pretty frail defensively. That is for sure. Wow, the Magmar just learns Thunder Punch on level up. Just in case we didn't get a free Thunderbolt TM, would have just been fine anyways. Sunkern has Earthquake, and therefore it is worthy of being put to sleep. Yeah, so this Magmar, this moveset is, does have a bit of a problem with grass types. But yeah, so they've both got very decent mains now. I would say Sceptross's main is a bit better, although it is a little bit low level. Tyranitar. I'm imagining this gets put to sleep, yeah. Oh, bit of a freeze here. That's not good. I'm not sure why. It looks like his Toxic Stream is still fine. I'm not sure why it's gotten frozen here. Because on his stream, everything is still fine. I will temporarily switch the audio over to Sceptross. I'm not sure exactly. That may be on SpeedGaming's side. We'll give it a second and see if that gets that fixes itself or not. Yeah, I can keep an eye. I'll be keeping an eye on his feed, on his stream, anyways. Yes, this is on the restream side. Yeah, I'm not sure why that's happening. I will try and get this fixed as quickly as possible, hopefully. For now, we can see Sceptross going through the well. So yeah, now Sceptross also reached the point of fighting the Tyranitar. Maybe this Tyranitar is the problem, maybe it's crashing the stream. Okay, it looks like Sceptross kept low kick, actually. Didn't teach Giga Drain, so gonna low kick this Tyranitar to death. If you guys would like an update on where things are currently, looks like Toxic is about 2 fights ahead, based on what I am seeing here. I have not been noticing the info. I've been taking a look at trying to keep an eye on everything all at once. Personally, I have not noticed if we have seen too much info on anything or not. Both players... Okay, so Toxic has marked a Rock-type move. I wonder if that was the TM? I don't know, honestly, what that Rock-type move was. That might... There's a chance that that was Bugsy's TM. We will, we'll see on that one. So it looks like Sceptross is on the rival fight. Oh, okay. Looks like we have Toxic's footage back. So now we just need to get the card back, because now the card's gone. Actually, Toxic is still frozen, it looks like. Well, we're just watching Sceptross now. Okay, and there we go. Everything looks back to normal now. The syncing is a bit off, though. Actually, it's not too far off. This is actually pretty accurate on how far apart they are. But so yes, they have both marked off a Rock-type move. I'm guessing that Bugsy's TM was that Rock-type move. Either way, thank you so much for the help for getting that fixed. And now we can get back to seeing what's going on. So yeah, Bugsy's TM was Rock Slide. So they both got the Pokemon with a Rock-type move goal for free, pretty much. And they are getting to it. Sceptross is just finishing up the rival fight. Toxic already heading into Ilex Forest. Looks like the color got reset. Let me just fix that up real quick. Green. A Teddy Ursa on Toxic side for the Fanpy Teddy Ursa goal. Be very important from the runners here to make sure they don't accidentally teach over Rock Slide. Because if you do accidentally teach over the rock move that you have, it will just... you will have to unmark the goal. Looks like this Teddy Ursa does not want to get in the ball for Toxic. Being very rude, not getting in. This is, every Pokemon at full health is a 1 in 3 to get in. 33% chance. It's as if the Pokemon you're catching is a Pidgey for every Pokemon in the game. Looks like Toxic's gonna send in the Metapod to damage the Teddy Ursa. And Sceptross has actually taken the lead off of this, it looks like. Of course, he did repel the entire way. Oh my god, the Metapod critting Steel Wing. That could have been scary. Just realized the Pokemon with 4 non-HM field moves is on the card, so Sceptross having that hit him on top with Dig. Also, Sceptross hits this optional, and oh no, Toxic's footage is gone again. Oh, no, it's back. Okay. Just froze for a second. Everything's fine. But yeah, so far Sceptross has fought a Charmeleon and an Ivysaur. Well, I don't know if Toxic has any information on that. And none of them were on required trainers, so Sceptross is doing fine for that middle goal, and Toxic still might not have any idea on that one. The odd egg hatching for Sceptross here. Let's see what that is. Slugma. Well, I mean, at least that is a fire type. So they will both be at least 2 fire types, I mean. Slugma and the starter Magmar. Toxic also grabbing Kenya. I didn't notice if Sceptross did. I imagine he did, but I don't believe we've seen it checked at the very least. Kenya is a Hoot, so no required moves or anything. Toxic spent a few minutes catching a Teddy Ursa. It simply did not get in the ball no matter how many he threw, so he had to switch in his Metapod and damage it with Steel Wing. So they're just about tied right now. That is a Mewtwo for Sceptross. So that'll be Celebi Mew Mewtwo goal, one of the pieces of info that Toxic had over Sceptross there. Now, Toxic is currently in the bug catching contest attempting to win it, and you know, Zapdos, that'll probably do it, yeah. I would imagine that that'll do it. You'd have to get pretty unlucky here, I think, but it is possible that that actually ends up not winning it. If Cool Trainer Nick is in this, that could get beaten. It's like Toxic is probably gonna head over and grab the TM anyways. Cyndaquil, that's a fire type, you probably grab that. And there's a Skarmory on this fight, which is info towards a steel type. So if Toxic doesn't do this fight, he'll also be missing into some of that info. A Lugia, if this is higher level... Oh, okay, you absolutely just switch to this Lugia, because A, it's a Psychic type, and B, this is guaranteed to win the contest. The Zapdos, I don't know the exact numbers, the Zapdos might have a chance of losing to, like, a really good Pinsir, but Lugia at level 17 wins 100% of the time. There's nothing in the pool that can beat that. Meanwhile, Sceptross is now in Whitney's gym. Sceptross has not done the bug catching contest or fought any of the trainers, so... And there's TM20 in National Park. That'll be very easy for Sceptross to tell where that one is. It's essentially, I mean, if you get it at this point, it's pretty obvious. And there's the bug catching contest win. Toxic. There's a Tauros on Whitney, so that's info for that bottom right corner. Oh, had already seen a Tauros actually, so that'll be annoying for Sceptross to see. And yes, the Lugia having Dig. So the Lugia having Dig there is actually very, very important for Toxic, because that makes that Pokemon with 4 non-HM field moves goal very easy to do now. Toxic Stream buffering a bit. Okay, Toxic does see the Skarmory. So, a Pokemon with 4 non-HM field moves, that means that you can't teach something like Fly, Cut, Surf, because those would be free. But you can teach TM field moves, so you have access to Rock Smash, Sweet Scent, and Headbutt. All 3 of those are TM field moves, so if you teach those 3 to Lugia, you've got a Pokemon with 4 non-HM field moves, because Dig is also a field move. Looks like Sceptross didn't have enough space for the Kenya, is that right? He's heading back. Probably, I don't know if he'll either be fighting the trainers here, or he'll be... Yeah, it looks like he's gonna be fighting the trainers here, and then possibly doing the bug catching contest afterwards. Sceptross will be fighting these 4 trainers in National Park for that goal in that column. That column 4 is essentially free for both of these runners now. And again, apologize for the issues with Toxic Stream freezing, but I am keeping an eye on it in on the side. Not sure why it's freezing like this. Oh. Alright, and so Toxic now heading into Whitney's gym. Wow, trainer with a Togepi and an Igglybuff. Oh wow, there's actually a TM for Psychic. So even if the Kadabra didn't already have Psychic, he would have just gotten the TM for it. Alright, yeah, so this Lugia now has 4 non-HM field moves. What was that had... Was Kenya a normal type? Yes, Kenya was a normal type. Okay, so... The Hoothoot now has 4 normal moves, so that'll count as 4 moves sharing its type, and once he gets Rock Smash, that Lugia will also have 4 non-HM field moves. Looks like Sceptross has defeated the 4 trainers and will now be going to attempt to win the bug catching contest. Sceptross is a bit ahead then. I am surprised that Toxic did not teach. I would have taught Psychic to the Magmar, I think, assuming that that wasn't TM20. Yeah, so we know that there is a Zapdos and a Lugia in the contest, either of which could very easily win it, so it'll just be up to how quickly he finds one of those 2. And there's also a Mewtwo. Okay. Well, this bug catching contest was simply free to win. You've got high-level Mewtwo, high-level... Wow. Oh, Toxic did not teach Psychic because he taught Rock Slide to the Magmar, and so he's stuck with it. But wow, this bug catching contest, there was no problem winning it. 3 separate legendaries. There's the Mewtwo for Sceptross. Okay, now here's actually a question. So, you actually have a Psychic TM. As Sceptross, is there any world in which you consider main switching to the level 17 Mewtwo? And there's the TM and winning the bug catching contest for Sceptross. But you've got a Psychic TM, and it already has Thunderbolt? Wow. That is definitely something. And so the Sudowoodo is just a Phanpy, so that goal is free for Sceptross here. It's like Toxic will be skipping the trainers in bug catching contest for now. Or the National Park trainers, I should say. And Toxic will now see that all of that time spent on the Teddy Ursa ends up not mattering. Oh. Yeah, okay. Now, they both have something with Dig, so they will both be able to get that top left corner now that they've grabbed Rock Smash. But yeah, so Sceptross has this Kadabra that's really good, but he also has the option of switching to a, something else if he likes. The Mewtwo with... You can have a Psychic Thunderbolt Giga Drain Mewtwo. And here's a Ninetales for Toxic. For that Arcanine or Ninetales goal. So Toxic has not gotten around to actually teaching those TMs yet. One interesting... So now they're actually both on kimonos at the same time. Toxic will know where Sceptross is, because he just marked Phanpy Teddy Ursa right after doing the bug catching contest and Endure. But Sceptross won't be certain for where Toxic is. He knows when Toxic won the bug catching contest, but he doesn't know more than that. He doesn't... for all he knows, it's possible that Toxic's already in Burnt Tower, and that's where the Arcanine Ninetales is. So it's not exactly easy for Sceptross to figure that out. Toxic just struggling to hit a move here. Oh, did Toxic teach one of the TMs already? Sweet Scent or something? Because I know he has Rock Smash, and I know he talked to the Sweet Scent and Headbutt person. Did he teach the TMs to some? Oh, right, he taught Sweet Scent and Headbutt to the Hoot Hoot for 4 moves sharing its type. That makes sense. Yeah, he'll have to head back and buy those TMs again to be able to get that top left corner. And yeah, both of our runners are getting Surf at pretty much exactly the same time. Toxic will be glad to have Surf over Hydro Pump, I'm sure, and the Kadabra will be quite happy as well. We'll see what Rival has in store for us today. Sceptross teaching Surf to the Mewtwo so that he has a backup. I like it, I like it. He is getting smash, so it'll just need the headbutt TM later on. Yeah, and Toxic is desperately checking everything that he owns for a rock-type move, so that he can see if he can teach over Rock Slide on his Magmar, because I'm sure he would love to teach Psychic right about now. There's a Parasect. Unfortunately for Sceptross, he did teach over Ember instead of teaching over Low-Kick, so he cannot Ember the Parasect. Take a listen to the roamers. I'm not able, it looks like I'm not able to switch over to Toxic's audio right now. Sadly, I wouldn't be able to do it in time. It got a bit messed up with the, Oh, looks like Sceptross has found one of the roamers. This will be good for him, because this will be for defeat a level 40. Okay, so one of them is a Kadabra! Alright, I imagine that's just a... Well, oh, that's annoying, because you would want to main switch to this. Oh no, now it's at max special defense? That's just annoying. Yeah, I thought one roamer would be a Zubat or a Golbat or something. Probably Zubat. That's what it sounded like, but I don't know well enough, but... So it looks like one of the roamers is Kadabra and the other one is probably Zubat. Oh, looks like Toxic has also found a roamer. And it's the other one! But yeah, so for Sceptross here, the question is he going to be able to defeat the roamer? Okay, it looks like the Aerodactyl might have a chance here. Alright, yeah. Sceptross was able to defeat the roamer. I have no idea. I'm not the best at recognizing cries, so I don't know what the Suicune was. But yeah, so both of them able to find and defeat the roamer. Wait, did Toxic not defeat the roamer? What happened there? I didn't catch that. Did he defeat it and not mark it, or what happened there? The zoo teleports. Oh no. Oh, that's gotta hurt for Toxic. He got the roamer and he just used teleport. Because he wasn't able to kill it immediately. That is so unfortunate. Yeah, honestly, he really should have put that Zubat to sleep. Did it wake up, maybe? Was that what happened? I didn't see if he actually put it to sleep or not, but... If he'd put it to sleep, maybe it wouldn't have been able to do that. But either way, that's just... so unfortunate. It woke up and used Confused Ray, so we switched out. Dang. That is really unfortunate on his end. There's not much he could have done about that. He played as best as he could, putting it to sleep. Just some bad luck. To be telling himself to just pretend that he had never gotten the roamer in the first place, but knowing that you got it and it just slipped away from your grasp just like that is gotta hurt. But so, looking at this card, I believe we have info on every goal other than Macargo or Muck, which you could technically evolve the Slugma egg. Oh, and I guess Sceptross doesn't have info on Arcanine or Ninetales, and I'm not certain if Toxic has info on the center. I missed whether or not that existed somewhere. I know Sceptross fought a couple trainers with it, but I don't know if Toxic has. Either way, fight-wise, they are quite neck and neck. It is really unfortunate on Toxic's end that he was not able to defeat that roamer with a defeat a level 40 plus Pokemon, because that would have saved a significant amount of time. Was that just two Machamps? Or was that Machamp on one side, Machamp on the other side? It's probably Machamp on both screens, and I confused myself. Both killing the Natu with Thunderbolt at the exact same moment. Wow, they are so in sync right now. Oh, except Toxic had Sandstorm used, it looks like. And so Sceptross takes a slight lead. That was pretty funny for a second there, they were perfectly in sync. That is a Psychic type. Yeah, it looks like Sceptross is going to be going for this. Or for Toxic, which is a Fire type, so he may end up catching that. Or he's just gonna kill it with Thunderbolt. Okay. That's also an option. Probably was like, if this somehow lives, I'll catch it, otherwise, you know, something along those lines, I'd imagine. So one of the Pokefans having a Nidoran, and one of them having a Staryu. Oh, Toxic getting confused. Oh, Toxic has run out of PP completely. I understand. That's probably why he used the Thunderbolt on that Charizard. If he hits through Confusion here, he will be using Struggle eventually. He kind of just needs to hit through Confusion right now. There he goes, using Struggle and KOing the Staryu. So that'll save him a bit of time for later, not having to go delete moves to use Struggle. Overall, pretty close race still up to this point. Toxic grabbing strength while Sceptross has just made it to Cyanwood. So Sceptross's big advantages here are that he has already defeated the 4 trainers in National Park, and that he has defeated the level 40. Toxic seeing the level 40 but unable to defeat it before it used Teleport will lose him a bit of time, having to go for that later on. And obviously the, oh, and it looks like Shucky is Eradicate, so that goal's just free. So Toxic actually would have already had a bingo, and there's Growlithe info for Sceptross. Toxic would actually have a bingo if he had been able to defeat that level 40, so that's, like, just really unfortunate on his end. Yeah, he sees the Eradicate. We'll mark that off. It's also marked 7 different types of berries. I guess he was just missing a regular berry. So Encounter Suicune on Route 42 is on the card, so Toxic is going to fight Ucine before doing the gym, which is an interesting play here. Unless his plan is to simply skip Fly, which would be a very interesting play. Well, he already has the Zubat info, so he still can go for the Roamer that way, but that's just a bit slow is all. And not fully consistent. But so defeating Ucine here will make the Suicune appear on Route 42 now for the encounter. Looks like Toxic's gonna deposit berries. 1, 2, 3. And I imagine the others had already... yeah, 4 in there. Oh, he actually only has 6 types of berries, so he's gonna unmark that, I expect. Yeah, he has unmarked it, so... he actually marked that 7 different types of berries preemptively. He only had 6 of them. So he will need to pick up 1 other. Can grab like the burnt berry towards Ice Path, perhaps, as an option. And Sceptross about to defeat Chuck, 1 Pokemon remaining, and it's a Blissey, so keeping low kick finally paying off. Although I suppose it would pay it off for the Tyranitar as well, a bit. So Sceptross going to be dexing Ivysaur and Charmeleon here. Ice Path, Route 45, and Sprout Tower for Ivysaur. I didn't catch Charmeleon. The Growlithe is on Route 31. What else is he going to be looking for here? Skarmory for the Steel type is in Tin Tower and on Route 46. Tauros is in Tin Tower, Slowpoke Well. Mount Silver is kind of out of the question, as you might imagine. So that is Fly for Sceptross, while Toxic starts Chuck. So actually, now that I think about this, If Toxic simply commits to going to Tin Tower for catch a Pokemon on the 9th floor of Tin Tower, he'll have to go through the Suicune anyways. So he doesn't need to be too upset about not being able to defeat the 40. It's just that he can't really skip that Tin Tower anymore, whereas Sceptross might be able to route around ever going to Tin Tower. If he's willing to avoid that catch a Pokemon on the 9th floor of Tin Tower goal, which he probably can, if I had to imagine. The big thing here for Toxic is I don't know if Toxic has info on that center goal still, which is surprising for this point in the run. So now they both have Fly. And so Toxic teaching Fly over a move on the Hoothoot, but that is still okay because Fly is still a stab move, so it's perfectly fine. Imagine they're both about to encounter Suicune on Route 42, and they'll know that they are right next to each other. Yeah, they are in. They are neck and neck, both of them going to mark this at pretty much the same time. Yeah, they know that they are in the exact same spot. Execute. That is quite nice for Sceptross, as that's essentially 2 free Psychic types. And it does die, that's unfortunate. Execute is 2 Psychic types, which will be quite nice for Sceptross there. And Toxic going to head over to the Shiny. Didn't save, it looked like, which is a bit risky because the Shiny Pokemon is on the card, so if you accidentally KO this, you just have no way of getting it. So that's a bit... Okay, he has a Level Ball, never mind. He knows what he's doing. A Level Ball functions as a Master Ball given the nature of the Randomizer. With the way that the catch rates are set up and everything, the Level Ball turns into a Master Ball. So Toxic knew what he was doing, not saving. He was just like, yeah, I'm gonna Level Ball this no matter what happens. That is a Shiny Pokemon for Toxic. So I imagine that Toxic will definitely be grabbing the Tauros. Will definitely be grabbing 7 different types of berries. Probably gonna go to Tin Tower. Looks like Sceptross is still looking for this Execute. And it's not showing up. Or no, he is not. He has actually moved on from the Execute. I was paying attention to Toxic. Sceptross is also heading over to the Shiny. This will be Toxic's 7th different berry. Yeah, the Tauros and the Skarmory are both in Tin Tower, and with Toxic still needing to defeat a 40 with catch a Pokemon on the 9th floor of Tin Tower, that is a lot that you can do all at once, just by heading to Tin Tower. So I imagine that that is definitely something that he's gonna do. Yeah, it looks like he's probably heading over there right now. And that is the Shiny Dugtrio acquired for Sceptross as well. So Toxic will still have a path to finish, even without that middle goal info, because... Actually, the Steel type isn't even really... Oh no, the Steel type will be useful. Welcome in, everybody, from SpeedGaming 3. Come into the end game of a Crystal Cinco Bingo tournament match. Both of the runners have acquired Fly and are now going around attempting to finish up their 5 bingos as quickly as possible. Hopefully everything went well over there. Sceptross heading to Slowpoke Well for the Tauros, I think it was. Yes. And it is on this floor, so we'll head over to the water. Okay, it shows up immediately. And that is quite convenient. Meanwhile, Toxic making his way through the sages. I would say that this is still a very close race. I could still see this going either way, for sure. All it takes is one catch not showing up for you. One Pokemon being a 10% that you can't find. And, yeah, and there's not much you can do about that. Sceptross grabbing the berry, and probably gonna head over to Ice Path. If I remember correctly, something was in Ice Path, and he'll also be heading over to Blackthorn to get to Route 45 Water, possibly, for that top right corner. Snowbro has Snore. That's hilarious. He put it to sleep, but it used Snore. There's like 2 moves in the game, Snore and Sleep Talk, that'll actually do anything when you're asleep. And of course the Slowbro has one of them. And Toxic making his way through this last stage, while Sceptross heads over to Route 45. Toxic will now be able to fight the Suicune. That'll count as defeating a level 40+. And then he'll be searching for 2 things in Tin, it seems. As well as hoping to catch something on the 9th floor. There is the Larvitar, as Garth mentioned. That should be a pretty free defeat of 40, just 1 Surf will take care of it. Yep. Is looking for the move deleter, perhaps. Sceptross looking for the move deleter to be able to use Struggle. This isn't his thing with a Rock-type move, so he's fine. But, so yeah, both of the runners are at 1 bingo. Sceptross with a 1-goal lead. But, probably the big thing here being the... Wow, that is a muck. For Sceptross. He runs from it. Why does he run from the muck? I believe, yes, Toxic does have enough information to finish. Okay, there's the Tauros for Toxic. Okay, and he crits Rock Slide and the Tauros is dead. I hope that doesn't troll him. I hope that shows up again soon. I am unsure why Sceptross ran from the muck there. Maybe not wanting to give away info, perhaps? Maybe it doesn't help him towards his path to finish? But if catching Growlithe is already on Sceptross's route, then I think Macargo or Muck is simply faster. As an extra bingo along with the 7 berries. But if he's not going to go for the Growlithe, then I can understand. Alright, there's the Tauros again for Toxic. Hopefully he does not crit it this time. So Rock Slide shouldn't kill. Yeah. He got unlucky that he crit that the first time. Sceptross gonna grab the Mystery Berry up here. This is probably gonna be his 7th berry. Yeah, what Pryo said is most likely what Toxic's path is going to be. Toxic can also do row 1 if he needs to, but row 2 is possibly better. It'll depend on the Steel type. If the Steel type doesn't show up quickly, he'll probably go for row 1. I don't recall what Sceptross was looking for here. Was this where Charmeleon or Ivysaur was? Perhaps? Sceptross is very close to done. Charmeleon or Ivysaur or Wartortle, and then use Struggle, and Sceptross is just done. Actually, what is Sceptross looking for right now? Because Sceptross... no, okay, never mind. Yeah, he does need one more thing. Never mind, that's my mistake. Okay, there's the Steel type for Toxic. Now he'll just need to go catch a Pokemon on the 9th floor of Tin and defeat those National Park trainers and get Sunny Day. And there's the Charmeleon for Sceptross. So it looks like Sceptross will probably have this one. Toxic still needs to catch a Pokemon on the 9th floor of Tin, and the big thing for Toxic here is that he will still need to defeat the 4 National Park trainers. But yeah, I see why Sceptross didn't catch the Muck anymore. No need to. If he was never planning to go for the Arcanine Ninetales. There's that center goal for Sceptross. Now he'll just need to go find some low-level Pokemon to defeat with, to use up the rest of his moves on, so he can struggle. Actually going to put him at, at 6 bingos, actually. So he could have skipped, possibly, I don't know, doing something. Picking up the Charcoal, maybe. Or encountering Suicune, one of those. Actually, it looks like, given his current path, Sceptross would have been able to skip, defeating 4 trainers in National Park. Toxic going and grabbing. Oh, Toxic never grabbed the Headbutt TM in the first place. Interesting. And Sceptross is done. Mark that as done. Did it go through? Okay, I think it... Yeah, there we go. It actually went through this time. And Toxic's audio still not available, it looks like, so we're going to just have no audio for a bit, I guess. We should be joined by Sceptross soon. Hello, Sceptross. GG's.
Hello.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Well, this
will be finishing, it looks like.
Yeah. Well, this was something.
Yeah.
Well,
you had no main, and then suddenly you had a very good main.
yep. Let's go, Kadabra.
Yeah, that Kadabra was coming with Psychic was just
Yeah, when I
perfect.
saw Psychic Kadabra, knowing I had the Thunderbolt TM, it was an instant main switch, no questions asked.
You honestly probably could have main switched to it even with just Ember Thunderbolt and been okay.
Yeah, the Buxy's TM was also Rock Slide though, so the
Yes.
backup plan of forcing their Aerodactyl would actually pay off too.
Yeah, that would.
But I
work
think
as well.
in the long run, running the Kadabra was the best thing.
For sure. And then, of course, just in case you somehow didn't have a good main all the way through Goldenrod, you could have just switched to Psychic Mewtwo. Because I believe you did actually have a TM for Psychic as well.
Yeah, I actually had 2 Mewtwo's to choose from.
Yeah, because you got the level 12 Mewtwo as well, Route 35.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Toxic just ran the Magmar the whole way through.
Oh, I see. I was wondering if he was running the Celebi Mewtwo he found early.
Yeah, he found him. So his Magmar was already level 8 at that point, and he found a level 5 Mew with, I believe it was Spark, Icy Wind, Karate Chop. So nothing amazing, but still very runnable.
Yeah, still very runnable.
But I think he just chose to use Magmar, probably because Spore. I doubt he would have run it if it didn't have Spore. I think
Yeah, Spore
made it
is
runnable.
a great move, yeah. Especially when you have a subpar moveset, it really helps.
Yeah, looks like Toxic is going to finish by catching a Magmar. It's going to be his last catch. Oh, he'll still need to go grab Sunny Day. Never mind. But yeah, I don't think Toxic ever had info on that center goal whatsoever.
Oh, yeah, I had a bunch of info for it. Bulbasaur 29.
Yeah.
The optional I fought.
Yeah. Bucket your weight had it as well.
Yeah, weight was nice. I was actually planning to get EXP from it, so I guess.
Yeah, that much I assumed was intentional.
Yeah,
but the other guy
was...
I'm guessing was not intentional.
Yeah, it was. The other guy was not intentional. I don't know what happened to my controller. Like I pressed left and then up, but the left didn't register. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. And that is time for Toxic as well now. Only 3 minutes behind. Amazing times for both of you. These were both really fast times. But so Toxic actually found a roamer as well, except it was the other roamer, which was a Zubat, which had teleport.
Yeah. Oh.
he put it to sleep and was in the process of killing it. He had it down to yellow HP, and then it
just
woke up, used Confuse Ray first, so he switched out and then it used Teleport. It was unfortunate. We should be joined by Toxic in a second here. Hello, Toxic.
Yo.
Hello.
GG's.
GG.
Amazing times, both of you. As I said, that's 2 really good times.
Yeah, I think that's my PB.
Wow.
So,
yeah.
Nice. Congrats.
Yeah. God, I got so unlucky.
Yeah, there were a couple things that were pretty unlucky. You critting that Tauros at the end didn't help.
Crit the Tauros, crit the Aerodactyl I wanted to catch at the beginning, which didn't end up mattering, but
yeah.
So,
Sceptross actually caught the Aerodactyl and was planning on maining the Aerodactyl. He kind of dual mained his way through 12th Moose Gym with the Magmar and the Aerodactyl. And then he fished up a Kadabra that had Psychic.
Oh, yeah. TM33.
Yeah, TM33.
Yeah.
So
I probably should have run the Mew with Spark, Icy Wind, and then the Thunderbolt TM, and then eventually I learned Spore, as I found out on the 9th floor of 10.
Oh, wow. The Mew also learned Spore?
Level 22, it had Spore, so it's probably a level 20 move.
Yeah.
But yeah.
They would have gotten.
Yeah, once I saw Spore at level 7 on the Magmar, I was like, okay, I'm just gonna run that. It'll make my fight safe.
Yeah.
And then I died to the Snubble and the Persian because I decided not to use Spore on those.
The Persian almost one-shot my Kadabra.
Yeah, I could see that. It two-shot my Magmar.
I also had some scary moments with the Shuckle having Twin Needle, as funny as that sounds.
Oh, okay. I just hyped
The that Zubat also is a bit unfortunate.
Oh my god, I forgot about that.
It didn't end up mattering that much because you ended up going to tin anyways for quite a few things.
Yeah, like
That
I
was
could have
rough.
routed around it a bit more if I didn't, because I had 4 fires and I think I had 4 psychics as well, or at least 3.
Yeah, you had info. You could have just caught a Growl.
I had so much info. I could have done trainers in National Park. I never did get info on the middle goal though.
Yeah, Sceptross had a
The only
lot
info
of
I had was
info.
Charizard. That was the only info I had.
Bulbasaur was on 29. Bugcatcher Wave had an Ivysaur, and I also fought an optional with Charmeleon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got 1 encounter on 29 the whole time. No.
Oh
2.
no, I got a bunch of them. I think I got 5 there.
The other thing
I
is,
saw Pineco and something else.
we actually
But
by
I got
the
5
end
on 30.
combined we had info on the entire card because on Route 45, heading down to the water, Sceptross found the muck.
Yeah.
Well, we had Slugma. If we wanted it.
Yes. Technically, you could have evolved.
I
as
was so
Slugma.
upset though when I saw the Raticate was Shucky because I had a Rattata from 30
had
that I was
one
going to
too.
X feature.
I had one too.
Okay. I was like, that's like my only edge, and then it was.
I
gone,
think
so
the
I-
bigger edge was the Teddy Ursa, seeing that. The
Yeah.
Sudowoodo
Oh yeah,
was
the Teddy
Phanpy.
Ursa and then Sudowoodo was Phanpy. Yeah.
Yeah, because that was something that Sceptross never saw.
Yeah,
I believe.
I was like, I didn't save for the pseudo because I knew Toxic was slightly ahead, and he didn't mark anything. So I'm like, okay, the only way this can be something on the card if it's Phanpy Teddy Ursa. What are the odds of that happening? You know what?
He actually wasn't ahead of you by the pseudo. He got sidetracked in Ilex Forest, catching Phanpy or Teddy Ursa because it simply did not get into the ball.
Oh,
Yeah, I think it took
I
5,
thought
maybe
he-
6 balls.
oh, I thought he was ahead because he did the contest first.
I didn't do the National Park trainers.
Yeah, that's also why I thought I was
Yeah.
slightly behind there.
I think.
The
yeah, I don't
the
remember.
Arcanine was in Burn Tower, I assume.
I caught a
or-
Ninetales on 37.
Oh, 37, okay. Yeah, it
Again,
makes
I
sense.
had a feeling that you thought he was farther ahead than he was, and therefore you would expect it to be in Burnt Tower when it was actually on 37.
Yeah, I was fully expecting it to be.
Yeah, and then I
Burn
skipped
Tower.
Headbutt because I was out of repels, so I just wanted to get through the forest. But I caught a Lugia with Dig in the contest, so I could have had that right after the.
Contest was stacked,
pseudo.
by the way. Zapdos,
Oh, yeah.
Lugia, and Mewtwo. The Mewtwo, so Sceptross got a level 17 Mewtwo.
I would have
So
switched to that.
you could have made switch to teaching it Psychic. We had a choice
Yeah.
between a Psychic Kadabra or a Psychic Mewtwo.
Yeah,
No, at that,
Psychic
at
was
that
viable
point,
in the art, so.
at that point, the Kadabra, I just had to stick with the Kadabra.
Yeah. If you hadn't done the trainers yet, it was probably better to switch to the Mewtwo, but you had already done the trainers, so there was no real point.
Yeah, and everything came full circle when I got the Roamer Kadabra. That was
Yeah.
also funny.
The other rover was a Kadabra. So it was Kadabra versus... And the
That
Kadabra
would
used...
have been nice to find.
It ended up using Amnesia 3 times, I think.
Yeah, that was a
Only-
little bit of a struggle.
If only the Zubat didn't wake up turn 1 or turn 2, I would have had that easy. But it decided
Yeah.
to confuse me, so it was like, okay, I'll play it safe, I'll switch out to the Rattata, it'll probably die immediately from any attack. Or if not, I'll switch to the Kenya, and that'll die to any attack, because then I can get some extra XP on the Rattata, because I have to kill the Zubat anyway. But it had 4 non-attacking moves, and the 4th one was Teleport. So by the time I was like, I'll go back to Magmar and kill it with the final Thunderbolt, it was already gone.
Yeah, that was very unfortunate.
Like a bunch of all little things like that just kept stacking up on me. And then I was catching the Tauros, yeah, and I crit it, even though I knew it would live a rock slide. And then
yeah,
I did
the
it
entire
again just to
time
prove
you
a
were-
point.
And the entire time you were looking for something else with a rock move so that you could teach over Rock Slide, I'm assuming?
No.
No?
If anything, I might have taught over Spore, but Spore, Thunderbolt,
okay.
Surge, Rock Slide was just too good.
You kept
I just
checking
bought the
move
TM
sets on
because I was like, what if
everything.
it is Psychic? Do I need it? But yeah.
Yeah.
I had a pretty easy time with Struggle, thankfully. I got lucky with that.
Yeah, I had to go delete all my moves on Magmar. Only kept Hydro Pump.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and then the Furo in the well, I ended up beating with a Caterpie with Zap Cannon,
Yes.
even though I was trying to wipe.
Yeah, the Persian. The
Oh my
Persian
god,
killed
that fight was
him.
so stupid. The Persian used double team turn 1, and then I missed my second Thunderbolt, which would have killed it. So, and then I missed my third one, so it got through my Magmar, and then I sent in the Mew and was like, okay, I'll just Karate Chop it. And I missed like 2 or 3 Karate Chops. I might have hit 1, but I didn't kill it. And then it
Persian
died.
hit every single Mega Kick, by the way.
No, I missed 1 on Caterpie.
Oh, did it?
But then I
missed
hit
on
Zap
Cat-
Cannon through a double team twice. And then I hit the Furo with like 2 more Zap Cannons in a row.
I think it
So
took
I ended up
3
getting a
to
level 9
kill-
Metapod.
I think it took 3 to kill the Fear.
Maybe. But yeah, I got through 4 Zap Cannons, never missed 1, even through a double team at one point. Like, that fight was just so ridiculous. So then because of that, I was like, okay, well, I have to fight Right Twin at that point because this is just such a memey run at this point. And they had a Meganium, which took 4 or 3 Hydro Pumps to get through.
Yeah, simply unfortunate.
Oh yeah, and then the Victory Bell on Bugsy took 4 Thunderbolts, and then I saved for the rival because I'm like, I just need to save for every fight at this point, apparently. And I went in without using the TM because I wanted to save it. But then the first Pokemon was a Victory Bell, so I instantly reset and taught Rock Slide to get through that. Oh. Yeah. God. That could have been so much faster if things went my way, but oh well. That's how it goes.
Well, you both played amazingly today. I think you guys should both be proud of how you did. Still, like I said, amazing times. Toxic, unfortunately, that'll be it for you in the tournament. I think you had a good run.
That's fine.
though.
I accomplished my goal in the tournament, which was to make it out of the bracket stage, the group stage.
Yeah. And you put up some really good times along the way as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sceptross,
Yeah, this
I
was a great
believe
time.
Your next match is Athena, is that right?
Is it? Let's go.
It might be. Let me take a look at this here.
I think it is Athena. I'm pretty sure.
No,
but-
I believe you have to go through Ragentreg first.
Oh, okay.
Then
and
after
Athena.
that, yeah, the winner of you versus Ragentreg would be Athena.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
not immediately Athena.
Yeah, Athena is a good old friend. So
Yeah,
if I win, it'll be hype to race him.
absolutely. But yeah. After to this, I don't know if we have any more matches scheduled at all right now. Looks like we do have Vandio versus Pika-Pal scheduled.
Yeah, that was
for-
scheduled a couple hours ago.
Okay, yeah, that is scheduled for Friday, this Friday, September 2nd at 10 p.m. But who knows, we might have another match scheduled for before that. So keep an eye out. Thank you to you two for showing us this amazing race. Thank you to SpeedGaming for allowing us to host this tournament here. And yeah, you guys have anything else to say?
No, thank you everyone.
Yep.
Thank you
Good race.
IB for the commentary.
Yeah, absolutely. I think we will call it there today. Thank you everyone for watching, and see you all next time.
See you.